Gotta be willing to surrender that short-term outcome for that long-term reward.
I'm Will Dryden. I'm on a journey to become a professional golfer. 44 years old, just started a year and a half ago. You can't do that on your own. So I have Alex Riggs here. He's my golf coach. What's gonna bring me from average to elite?
All right, so today we're gonna be talking through understanding that we should be avoiding the path of least resistance. Gonna talk through some lessons that I've learned from working with some of the best athletes in the world, including Stephen Curry. I mean, Will Dryden, sorry.
Sorry, Steph, not trying to take light off you, but I'm kind of a big deal too.
And lastly, we're gonna finish up with just understanding that golf is not a game of perfection.
Let's go be imperfect.
So this theme lines up really well with that concept of not chasing perfection as our objective. We've got a short par 4 here. Now, if I were to take on the driver, I'm basically forcing myself to hit a drive within maybe a 25-yard corridor. I'm imperfect. I'm going to have my misses. I have a dispersion pattern that's much wider than 25 yards. And if I miss it, so if I hit something 30, 40 yards off my target line, I'm facing a bogey, double bogey, worse. So I've got the 3-iron here. We're just gonna chip one down there. I can hit this and still leave myself with a wedge in, take off the stress. And that will be stress-free.
Okay, not only am I working on the in to out part and making good decisions of not having this too far left and right dispersion, also compression. When I hit it, I want to hit it low and let it burn.
Absolutely.
I hope you hear it at home how good this is going to be. And if you don't, I'm going to dub in some noise. Okay, dispersion. That's what it's all about. I'm going left of the sand trap out there.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Little baby draw just left of that trap would be ideal.
Oh man.
Really good strike, Will.
Maybe not a perfect draw, but it was like Tour Pro straight.
We like Tour Pro
which is better than a fade.
Beautiful. So given the target line that we chose, we wanted to hit a little baby draw off this trap right here. Yours ended up perfectly straight, okay? Mine had a little bit of a draw to it, and you see how, like, we hit the ball basically the same distance, and I probably took another 5 yards more than yours just because of that shape.
The shape gives you extra distance. Sidebar, I have another YouTube channel. It's called Will Dryden the Pilot. And I got a Vision Jet. I took Alex up in it.
Oh, yes.
And he's the co-pilot in the show called This Is Your Co-Pilot.
One of the most consistent traits that I've seen with working with some of the best athletes in the world is this sense of completely removing their ego when they're taking on change.
Yeah.
You know, when we want to change our status quo, we want to do something different than what is our norm, we have to go through this awkward phase, this different phase where, you know, our brain's almost saying, no, this is not what you should be doing. It feels wrong.
Yeah.
And elite athletes have this ability, and they have to fight through that, and they have to be vulnerable. They have to be willing to have their outcomes, like their current performance, almost suffer while they learn it, while they master it. And, you know, as you've discovered, working through things, like some things feel easier than others, and to make noticeable change, you have to go and break through those barriers. And if your ego is saying, I don't want to do that, I don't want to chunk a shot, I don't want to hit a shot that maybe goes out of bounds, you'll never really evolve.
Really embarrassing to have you here. He's from Dubai, and he comes here, and I've been working with him through an app called Skillets, and we're going back and forth, and I'm bragging like I'm getting pretty good. And he shows up, and I discovered this part of the golf called the hosel. And nothing is more humiliating than finding that. But it was part of the journey to try to find a draw. And you need to find the hosel to find the draw.
Yeah, it's normal. It's just one of those things that, like, oftentimes in golf, when players are a bit steeper, they typically miss it on the toe of the club. And as they start working on getting the golf club traveling a little bit shallower, it's normal that they might get a couple of those shots off the inside heel of the club head.
Hosel.
Hosel.
As the Germans say. Hosel.
So learning that, you know, it's okay to get these outcomes. This is part of it. And again, if you tackle that with that ego, you just like put that wall up, you never break through it, and there's no real change. But if you go, okay, I trust you, we're gonna work through this, you do break through, and as you discovered today, yeah, we got the aha moment.
It's been a year and a half for the aha moment, and then I started repeating it.
Yeah.
And it was worth all of the hassles and all of the humiliating moments. Not just today, just for the last year and a half, but I just see more opportunity. I'm gonna find different things called hassles, just called something else.
Yeah.
I know, but being vulnerable is like, I know I'm better because I did that.
Absolutely. Okay, so I see the weapon you've got in your hands there.
Black Ops, little plug, PXG.
Now I know this is a par 5, and par 5s are auto driver.
Yeah.
But in this case, if we take a look at this hole, where the driver distance would put you, you've got water left, water right, and basically a 35 to 40 yard target. Now, we just have to understand that the longer the golf club, the wider the dispersion. Like a really, really good driver of the golf ball is still gonna have a 50 to 60 yard dispersion.
So the odds are it's going out of bounds.
You just have to hit a phenomenal shot to put it in play. If you hit a slight miss, you're gonna be dropping down there. So all of a sudden you take birdie out of the cards, you take par probably out of the cards as well. And we wanna make sure that we can give ourselves an easy opportunity to put like par on the scorecard. Given the wind that's into our face, we can probably hit a 3-wood to hybrid and hit it up the right-hand center and not have to worry about hitting it through on that line.
Still lot more dispersion than a wedge, but enough room for us to not go out of bounds.
Yeah, we've got enough space there, but we take away the big miss.
Wow. Just like that.
Just like that.
Think about that direction. Oh, wow.
So beautiful. Man.
I'm gonna like it. I love it. I'm feeling pretty good.
All we need to do now is hit a 5-iron down the right side of the fairway, and we've just got a little flip wedge. So we take stress out of play.
Okay, that's it. Alex is freaking amazing, right? Yeah. And I'm just kind of okay. But I'm trying to get better. So subscribe and like, and go check him out on Instagram. What's your Instagram, dude?
Riggs Golf.
Riggs Golf. He's worked really hard. I'm sure he doesn't want to be called dude. You work to get past that in life, so. All right, later.
See ya.